I don't know why God is asking us at times to take on so much. During my divorce, I felt forgotten by God. My now ex-husband was losing his mind and doing things that betrayed our marriage. My grandmom found a lump in her breast, which turned out to be breast cancer, and my mom died the next day. And 2 weeks after my mom, my dog died. I don't know why God asked me to take all of that on at one time. And here's the truth. Because I was in that state, because I was going through so much, I started journaling. I was in so much pain. I felt so alone and so lost. And honestly, I felt like God forgot me. I felt like I was being punished. And I was really going to my journal to ask, what had I done? What did I do to deserve all of this pain? And I lived from that perspective for a long time, almost 10 years. And what I want to tell you is sometimes we are taken to our deepest, darkest places because we're not meant to stay where we are. And the darkness forces us to look for the light. Because here's the truth. You and I, we are worthy of all the love in the universe. We are worthy of all the love in the universe. And we forget because we come here into this lifetime to forget. Remembering is the gift. You know, when I was journaling this morning, I heard, because I hear things, it's like there's these complete thoughts that just show up and I just write and write and write and write, and then I go back and I reread it. What I was reminded of was that we are God, getting to know God's self as not being God. We are expressions of God and God's love here in the universe. The forgetting is part of the process because no growth can happen. No expansion can happen unless there's contrast. And the darkness forces us to find the light or to stay in the darkness. They just are. And they're set in the duality so we can experience the contrast of what is and what is not. The truth is that we just are. And we create our perspective. We create all of this. And that can be really hard to understand. But if we create all of this, we get to create what we want. And starting to focus inside, in here, as opposed to out here, because it all starts inside of us. What are we creating? What are we sending out into the universe? So what if this really challenging time was pre-planned by you? So you start to look for the light. You start to go inside to discover the treasure that was buried in the last place you would look. All the answers that you're seeking are already inside of you. And that is why I journal, because I find the answers. And you can find them too. You don't need anybody to teach you how to do this. You were born knowing how to find the truth and the light. And when you discover the truth, it'll feel soft. Start to look in here. You are not alone. You've just forgotten how to talk to the infinite part of yourself.